And we are back on the Fox News deck with breaking news inside of a Marietta, Georgia courtroom. And the man on the left of your screen, Leonard Madden, was one of the first people to reach a car where a little baby had been left in a rear-facing car seat and roasted inside that car on a hot day. He heard the cries and what he saw, and let's watch this testimony.
This guy, and he was just saying, "Oh my God!" He was screaming. He was very hurt, and.
Yes, sir. You gonna tell us what you saw and what you heard?
I heard the desperate cries of a father who had just lost his son.
Well, you're characterizing things. Just tell us specifically what words you heard.
He was saying, "Oh my God, my son is dead. Oh my God, my son is dead."
And how close were you to Mr. Harris while this was going on?
I was roughly about 3 or 4 feet away from him.
How many?
3 to 4 feet, sir.
30 to 4?
3 to 4.
3 to 4?
Yes, sir.
3 or 4 feet away?
3 to 4, yes, sir.
And were you aware if there was anyone calling 911?
I can't say for certain, but I did see people that were there. They were on their phones, and he got on his phone, but I can't say matter-of-factly that they were calling 911 or anyone in particular.
Did you hear anyone yell, "Call 911"? Somebody call 911?
No.
And did you observe any sort of encounter between? First of all, how long were you there before police arrived?
I would say 20, 30 minutes.
All right, and when they got there, what happened?
Well, of course, they immediately came to the child, to Cooper, and they checked for vitals, things of that sort.
Sure. You don't know Mr. Harris?
No, sir.
You've never seen him before that afternoon?
No, sir.
Okay. And did you see the police officers interacting with Mr. Harris, asking him to do anything, dealing with him in any way?
Initially, they went to the child,
Okay.
and they were checking for vitals, after which Mr. Cooper, or pardon me, Mr. Ross, of course, he was coming closer to his son just to view, and they wanted him to keep his distance.
Okay. What happened?
One of the officers raised her voice to him for him to stay back, and he told her to shut up. And
He cursed at her?
yes,
Okay. And what happened then?
2 officers, they approached him aggressively, and they put handcuffs on him.
All right. And did they put him in the back of a police car?
They did.
All right. And how far away was it from where the child was on the ground?
I'd say it was at least 100 feet.
400 feet?
100.
Oh, 100 feet.
Yes.
Okay. And did you stick around the scene and make a statement to police?
I did. It was a short statement to I believe he said he was a homicide detective. I also spoke with 2 officers that were in uniform briefly, but they wanted to get our information, names and numbers, things of that sort.
Okay. And did you tell them what you are telling us in court today?
Not in depth. I told them that I was there. I walked up and saw what was going on. I saw Mr. Ross. I saw his son laying there lifeless, and others were assisting him or trying to give CPR, and that he was reacting, I'd say normally, to a situation of this magnitude.
Okay. And did it appear to you that it was genuine distress and grief on his part?
It was definitely genuine and very passionate and organic. I felt his pain. I even wept and mourned his son, and I've never met him.
All right. Thank you.
We're going to continue watching this. Of course, I want to bring in Amanda Makunian right now, who is a criminal defense attorney. And Amanda, I know you're watching this, so here's my question. First, this witness said desperate cries of a man who had just lost his son. That's how he described coming out of his place of business and seeing this whole scene unfold with the man you see there in the center of your screen, the dad, standing outside, his son, baby son, 22 months old, dying in a car seat inside. And then the attorney told him inside that courtroom, Amanda, we don't want you to characterize this. We just want you to give words. Why is that? Why are we watching that?
Well, it's for the defense, it's very important for the witnesses to testify to exactly what the defendant said. Especially if the statements made by the defendant are going to be used as excited utterances, and it's going to show that he was truly devastated. And how could he have been so devastated if he intentionally wanted to kill his son? Characterizing it potentially can provide the public and the judge some indirect or not so clear impressions of the witness. So you want to make sure what he specifically said, if it's beneficial to his defense, comes out by someone.
And your point of view, because you've watched this and the detective, we aren't at a trial situation here. What are you seeing unfold today? What does it tell you?
What it's telling me is that the prosecution is developing the stage for a very strong guilt trial. They're starting with a timeline which started with motive, although in a murder case you do not have to prove motive, but in most situations jurors want to hear the why, particularly the father killing a 22-month-old child. And then they're going through the timeline that he researched this. He even researched what it was going to be like to live in prison if all else went wrong for him. So the timeline is very strong, and it goes to show that he planned this act with the intent of having his child dead and collecting on the life insurance and living a free life.
And that's what you say that the prosecution is trying to play out today, and that's what we've been watching unfold in this courtroom. We're going to continue to watch it. Amanda, thank you. Amanda Makunian today, thank you for being with us. We'll be right back. We're covering this breaking news. We'll go back to that hearing. Witnesses on the stand.